Hey guys, welcome back to Slashing Samurott, and today I'll be doing a new video for Smash Bros. Ultimate. It comes out in 8 days. Can't believe it's already been here. It's been 9 months since we first announced. It's already 8 days left. So, let's get into it. So, these are characters I'll probably never use, or if I use them, I'll use them very sparingly. And I have characters ordered in the order that I'll probably use them. So in this case, Wii Fit Trainer, I'd use the most out of all the characters here. But, you know, that is what it is. So yeah, Wii Fit Trainer, Olimar, Donkey Kong, Ice Climbers, Jigglypuff, Palutena, Daisy and Peach, Rosalina, DDD, Wario, Yoshi, and Zelda. Now we have characters I'll use on rare occasions or just practicing with for no reason. Fox, Bayonetta, Ganondorf, Lucina, Robin, Zero Suit Samus, Diddy Kong, Bowser, and Dr. Mario. Now I'll get into characters I actually use. These characters I won't use that often. So you have Pichu, Simon, Bowser Jr., Isabelle, Duck Hunt, Falco, Meta Knight, Pac-Man, Sheik, Young Link, and Pit. Some characters like Simon, Pit, and Isabelle and Young Link are lower because their counterparts, which I feel like are better, are higher up on the list that I prefer to use per se. Now, the characters I actually use sometimes, and these characters I'll use more often than the other characters I've mentioned already. So we have Luigi, Greninja, Roy, Sonic, Mario, Link, Kirby, Samus, Mewtwo, Mr. Game & Watch, Ness, and Ivysaur. Now, Ivysaur, I have in Pokemon Trainer. You'll see him later in the video along with Charizard and Squirtle, but Ivysaur is my least favorite one to use per se, because I'm not a huge grass type fan because I'm a water type trainer, so I'm not a big fan of grass types because, you know, they're really effective against water. So I don't use Ivysaur that much. If I do, I just spam Bullet Seed, so, you know, it is what it is. But Squirtle is still my main for Pokemon Trainer and always will be. Now, characters that I'll use a lot, so these are basically going to be my secondary mains. So as mentioned earlier with Pit, Dark Pit's this much higher up. He's one of my favorite characters, Dark Pit. So Dark Pit, as I said before, Chrom, Lucas, Incineroar, King K. Rool, who looks really fun, Lucario, Marth, Villager, Mii Gunner, and Mii Sword Fighter, which I actually use a lot in Smash 4, and Pikachu, Piranha Plant, which is technically DLC, but no, so put them on here. Ridley, Dark Samus, Ryu, Toon Link, Cloud, Corrin, and Charizard. Now, before I get into my mains, I just like to say these mains, there's actually quite a few characters on this main slot, but it's an ordered characters that I'll main the most to the characters that I'll main the least, but still the most, if you know what I'm saying. So characters I will main are Ike and Little Mac, because they're my original mains from Brawl. Ike is my main from Brawl, Little Mac is my main from Smash 4. I have at least 15 plus hours with Ike, with Brawl and Smash 4 combined, and with Little Mac I've counted it today, and it's 20 run hours with Little Mac, almost going on 22. And I finally played Smash Ultimate this weekend at the one of the Nintendo holiday experiences, and I got to play as Inkling, Richter, and Ken. And Inkling was my favorite by far, and I used Inkling Boy, and it was so much fun to use the Inkling because like moveset was so unique and it just fit really well into the game. Ever since they were revealed, I knew I was going to be maining Inkling as my new main. So then Rob is my main from when I was like a really little kid before I even owned Smash Bros. Because my old school we used to have Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and we used to have a little tournament, and I always spammed Rob with side B. So, you know, it is what it is, but I still like using Rob. Mega Man I've been using since Smash 4 came out. I have over 12 hours with him. I really like the way he plays, and I just love using Mega Man. And all these characters you'll see on here, my mains, are characters that got me into their series. Like, I wouldn't have played Fire Emblem without Ike. I wouldn't have played Mega Man without Mega Man, of course. Now, Richter. I was really happy that Simon got in, and I was planning on meeting Simon until I saw Richter. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting looking Echo Fighter. So decided I'm going to pick up Richter a lot more, because Richter looks like and Simon looks like they're going to be really powerful, with their whip being able to reach halfway across the final destination / battlefield form of a stage, which will be really good and competitive. Their startup is a little slow, but in other words, but their power is just insane. Now here's Pokemon Trainer, as I was saying, with Squirtle, my main Squirtle, because I mained them in Brawl so much. It was so much fun. Now Ken. So I love Ryu in Smash 4. I love Street Fighter, the series, but they announced Ken, saying that he was faster and most of his moves are more multi-hit than Ryu's would be, per se. I'm going to pick up Ken instead. And plus I like his ultimate. Shulk. Now Shulk in Smash 4, I mained Shulk quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I mained him quite a bit. Had about 7 hours with him, I say. I put him on the back burner after a while because I started picking up staying with Little Mac and Mega Man. But Shulk, I still like using Shulk sometimes just for casual or competitive play. Shulk has been buffed insanely, especially with this neutral B being able to just press a diagonal input. It's great. So Shulk is really awesome and a lot of fun to use. His new alternates look pretty cool too. Now Snake, the big one. Oh boy. Brings me back to my Brawl days. I still play Brawl to this day. I was actually playing a while ago. And Snake is one of my old mains in Brawl. I love Snake so much. And his new down beat, no, his new down smash looks amazing. It's a lot better than it was in Brawl when he could actually die from his own down special. I believe he could at least. And now it's just a double kick, which is really good. Now Wolf, my boy Wolf, is finally back in the fray. I've been wanting this since Smash 4. I don't know why they didn't add him, but I'm glad they changed his move so he's not just a semi-clone of Fox. I mean, he still is, but not like Isabelle is to Villager. He's like a semi-ish clone, because Falco would be more of a semi-clone than Wolf would be now. Like, Wolf has been buffed insanely, so it's good to see Wolf back and better than ever. Now, Mii Brawler. Oh boy, I have a lot to say about them. The Nintendo Labo costume looks pretty darn cool, if I can say so myself. And I mained Mii Brawler so much. As soon as Smash 4 came out for 3DS, that's the version I have. I use Mii Brawler all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Every time I play, I always use Mii Brawler. It's my favorite Mii to use. As you can see, the other Miis are really high up. Mii Brawler is like the #1 Mii fighter for me. Then we have Captain Falcon, and oh boy, Captain Falcon. I have a long story about him. So, I was a younger kid and I was playing Smash Bros. And I used to wonder, where do characters like Lucas and Ness and Captain Falcon come from, or what about Mega Man? So I started going into the history of video games then, and I'm glad I did, because I ended up getting a couple F-Zero games out of that, and I actually got F-Zero GX and played it, and I'm like, so this is where Captain Falcon has been all these years. So it's good to see. I hope they bring F-Zero back on the Switch. If they port GX, you know I've said this before, but if they port Sakurai, please do this, port GX, or make a new F-Zero game. Or just make a comprehensive collection of every F-Zero game from, like, the original F-Zero, F-Zero X, F-Zero GX, F-Zero GP Legend, Maximum Velocity, and I believe that's all of them. Anywho, I hope they do that for Switch, because Switch needs some F-Zero. And Mega Man is pretty much the same for him. We already got the collections for Mega Man, and Mega Man 11 is a lot of fun too. But, now, this is the entire list. And as you can see, mains use a lot, sometimes, not often, rare, never. And I had a lot of fun making this list. I mean, like, just looking at these characters in this roster, it's amazing. Like, it's just a giant roster of 74 characters. Doesn't look like it right now, but it is. And their select screen is just amazing. And the music is glorious in this game. And I can't wait to get my hands on this game next Friday and play. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this, guys. So before I end this video off, I would like to give a huge shout out to my friends over at BFR, because they recommended me to try this out yesterday in their video that they did for this. So I highly recommend you go check out their video on their channel. I'll leave a link in the end of the video. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys hopefully next week with Smash Ultimate's release. Oh boy, I'm so excited. 8 days left, guys. 8 days left. Peace.